Weird. I guess see what downhill, like, what happens?
Sure.
If that doesn't work, we'll just do something else.
You walk on across the grassland until you meet the edge of an old road. The sun begins to dip, heading towards the horizon.
Alright. Okay, so there is the other way up to...
Yeah, we could head back to the
let's go back to the beacon and move it onto the bridge first.
So we'll just head back this way. Sun is now in the lowest quarter of the sky. You're back among the broken mudflats. You march forwards.
And back to the beacon.
You continue across the lush prairie, falling into an easy stride. Darkness closes in. You should find a suitable spot to sleep. You are back by the low hut. Its windows are dark and it seems empty.
Uh-oh. Go inside. We can maybe sleep in there.
You push open the door. It is unlocked.
Inside the hut?
The hut is empty, but for a tattered rug on the floor and an empty hearth, it seems safe enough.
Search the hearth. See if we can't get some spell components.
Something catches your eye in the ashes of the hearth. Looking closer, you find the burnt fragment of a paper note. Just a single word is still legible. Elthera.
Take the ash fragment.
You go to pick up the fragment of ash, but it falls to dust between your fingers.
Interesting. I guess rest here.
And you stretch out on the rug, enjoying the little warmth the hut has held from the day. At least you've already eaten once today.
Close my eyes.
You stretch out and rest. You're protected here, and your rest is untroubled by dreams.
Huzzah!
Cool. We got some food. Went in a stupid village that doesn't like to haggle. And we got a clue. You wake after a peaceful night, and you step outside, ready to continue your journey. You continue to Walk.
And to the beacon.
To the beacon!
Now, when we adjust this...
You walk for half an hour across the grassland, enjoying the soft chirping of the insects. The moaning winds finger at your pack and sword. That's a weird turn of phrase. You reach the base of the stone tower, and there is an open door in the wall to the southwest. As the morning moves on, the wind begins to rise.
Inside the tower.
Blah, blah, blah.
Up the stairs.
I'll get to the thing. You were saying something?
Yeah, once we move it, I'm thinking move the beacon thingo, or adjust the beam, move it towards the village, but directly onto the bridge. Keep going, to where the village is no longer in the beam. Up, left.
That's as far as I can go.
Right, yeah, that's good right there. So I figure if we can go through the tunnels... Oh, go to the right a little more. There. Yeah, because I would like to... If we can't go through the Toll Keeper, then we can go try the tunnels now after the village has been,
abandoned.
Gone through the time matrix.
Alright, so you want to go to the bridge, or you want to go to the...
Let's go east to check out the bridge first.
Okay. You walk on across the waste until you join an old road. Heat beats down from a cloudless sky, and the road winds upwards from here into the mountains, pausing in a plateau about halfway up.
Up the mountains.
You begin to make your way up the mountainside. Slowly the sun begins to lower in the sky. The slopes of the mountain burst into sudden color. Ropes slung with prayer flags of all colors crisscross overhead.
Look around.
You pause to look around. What is so special about this place that warrants the decoration?
What spells have we got? I imagine one of them will be sus or something.
We got Big. We have Sap and Sus. We got Dop and Mag.
How much is sus again? 1 stamina?
Yes.
Yeah, throw a sus.
Looking to the constellations overhead, you craft the spell, and the familiar calm voice begins to speak to you.
Huh.
It tells you this is a place of peace and serenity, a place where the gods are closer to the world than elsewhere. With its message delivered, the voice fades.
Look around the rocks.
You scout around the rocks and crevasses at the edge of the path, but find nothing in particular. The flags flap and rustle in the breeze.
Look up at the flags.
You look up at the flags which cross and recross the path, suspended from tall wooden poles set into the earth. It must have taken the effort of several people to erect this place. But what for? The lines of flags form a triangle, with one corner higher up the mountain, and two on either side of the path.
Investigate the bottom corners.
You follow the flags to the bottom left corner, where several lines converge on a single pole. This pole is carved with a symbol of a circle in which is a single closed eye. The pole on the other side of the path is identical.
Let's look elsewhere first.
You rejoin the path.
The top corner.
You trace the flags up the slope, clambering over the rocks, until you reach a pole set higher up to which several lines are tied. The pole is also carved, with the symbol of an open eye.
Interesting. Touch the symbol.
Reach out and touch faith.
Yep.
You touch the symbol of the open eye, but it's just wood. Nothing happens. You scramble back to the track.
Investigate the bottom corners.
You want to touch the eyes?
Touch the eyes.
You touch the symbol of the closed eye. Nothing happens. You take your hand away and step back.
Check the spells again. There's got to be something here. Unless it's only in a different time zone. We had big... What was top? Dop. That was like what?
Door open.
Dop was door open?
Open doors.
Huh. And then mag is magical shield. Big is get big.
Mm-hmm.
Sap was...
Make sad.
Make sad. Well, we don't want to do that. I guess I'd be interested... Dop is only one stamina, right?
Correct.
Yeah, hit it with the dot.
Would you like to cast it? Alright. You turn the starlight into alignment around you, but there are no closed locks nearby for the spell to work on.
Your jaw
drops open, but nothing else occurs.
Alright, yeah, we'll move on.
There's nothing here. The flags are most likely simply decoration for those passing by. You turn your attention to the path.
Oh, well, you know what? We should have looked at the gorilla. Maybe prayed because it was a place closer to God, but oh well.
I mean, you can rewind it if you want.
Yeah, I don't want to waste one of my rewinds.
Alright. To the bridge. You continue up the winding path into the pass at the top of the mountain. The sun is sinking. It will be dark soon. At the peak of the mountain is a sudden plateau looking down across a fetid, swampy valley to the east.
Yeah.
But you may not need to tramp through them, as a magnificent stone bridge spans outward from this peak.
I guess approach the bridge.
Away eastwards. You stride forward, but a figure emerges from the low hut by the head of the bridge and blocks your path.
I'll look at the figure.
You stare at the hunched figure. He is aged, leaning heavily on a whiz-end stick, with one eye much larger than the other and a hunch on his back. The figure shambles onto the first stone of the bridge, sighing at the effort.
Out! Those who approacheth the bridge of death must answer me these questions free.
Yeah. What is the velocity of an unlead swallow?
I don't understand. African or European?
Wait, I don't know that.
Anyway.
Yeah, no. Classic, love it.
Yep.
So, it says figure shambles, sighing at the effort, wait for him to cross.
You wait for the crooked man to limp away across the bridge, but he stops again, as though unable to walk any further. He turns and props himself up on his stick.
Announce myself. Ho there!
You call out.
Greetings!
The figure turns to you, leaning heavily on its stick.
Ugly sort! What brings you here? If Vancaster's bridge you wish to cross, prepared be for dismay and fear.
You are Vankas?
You cry.
Vankas is my name, it's true. I give you that. What good it do?
No. What lies in the valley below?
Martian by the tower, death above it all, a drop to catch the breath.
The bridge keeper pauses to scratch his swollen right eye.
I wish to cross your bridge.
He nods.
This is my bridge, it spans a rift. To pass, you must provide a gift.
The sudden image of a gold-backed mirror pops into your head.
What is that used for in a spell? That's the, doppelganger one, right?
Yes. Makes a copy of a creature.
It appears under the caster's control.
Mhm.
God, why does everyone want to steal the mirror and the cap? What spells?
Well,
have we
let's
got?
see what spells we have. We have Zip and Zap.
So one's lightning and one's something we can't do.
No, we have Tell, which lets us read minds. We have Pop. Throw a grenade at him. We got Pep, which we don't have fire water. We have Mag.
Just defend against magic.
And we got Kid. Make illusions. And Dim. Which makes him dumb.
Interesting. For a second, when I saw the kid, I thought it was going to be like kin. So it's like, oh, we can straight up just be like, oh, you want the gold back mirror, bitch? I'm just wondering why they keep wanting to steal that damn thing.
I don't know. It might be useful.
I know. Well,
And they're like, we gotta get it out of their hands.
Oh, that's like the little kid. Like that was the first thing he stole. Was the damn
Mirror.
yeah. And then well, let's try telepathy first.
You got it. Read his mind. You weave the spell, taking out the skull cap, and you reach for Vankas's thoughts, and then suddenly he is gone, disappeared from view. You feel your spell disintegrate, and as it does, Vankas reappears, a pearl ring flashing on his finger. Vankas nods.
Curses like chickens will round on head be flocked, he murmurs, lest you learn that every spell you cast is by another blocked.
You recognize the spell he cast, so the spell of telepathy is negated by that of invisibility.
I get the feeling that he's gonna counterspell.
Do you want to try? Do you want to try casting a bunch of spells and learning their counterspells, perhaps?
Yeah, I get the feeling that anything we cast is gonna be. Especially since we're getting ready to go up against the Archmage at some point.
How about Dim? Make him dumb.
Yeah, it'll cost us stamina. I don't really have any ill will towards the dude.
Consulting the stars, you bind the magic, but Vankas raises one arm, on which is hung a bone bracelet. He utters something under his breath, and a moment later your spell has evaporated. Vankas shakes his head.
If you will not learn the rule, he replies, you must expect to be taken for a cretin.
His spell is familiar to you. It seems the magic of stupidity counters the pattern of illusion. Remember, counterspells are recorded in your spell book. So now if you go into the spell book, you'll see that now you know that Yaz counters Tell and Tell counters Yaz.
That's cool.
Etc.
Doc counters hot.
So we have this count, and hot counters Doc. So
that's interesting.
So we have a few, but we don't have a whole lot. You want to keep going?
Yeah, sure. I get the feeling they won't let us haggle. But,
Well, we can always try.
Yeah.
Let's see. We have Mag.
Yeah.
We have Zap and Zip, which we can't cast Zip.
But we can do Zap up. Yeah.
Kid, which we don't need to know. So what do you want to do?
Let's try Mag first.
Mag. Spending a lot of stamina here. Does nothing.
Interesting. That's... Okay, that doesn't help at all.
The only other one left is Zap.
Yeah. And
You want to try haggling?
What? That costs 3 stamina, right?
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
You want to haggle, or do you want to walk away?
See if he'll accept haggling.
Line.
Perhaps we can come to an arrangement.
You begin. Vancash shakes his head without interest. Then the hunchback looks up sharply.
That's a simpler price you gladly pay, an arm, a leg, a finger, pray.
God. That's a little, Yeah, no.
You shake your head. Vancash shrugs.
Just as you please, patience is some men's disease.
With a thought, he gently reminds you of the original price. The mirror.
Yeah, the gold-backed mirror. I mean... Shit. Zoom out on the map again. So will that bridge even let us?
No, we're going to get to this end here and have to figure out where to go after that, because the beacon doesn't extend far enough for us to...
Go all the way across.
Yeah. We would have to go to this one and target the bridge.
Alright. Well, I think before we pay anything,
Mm-hmm.
I want to go check out those caves.
Alright, so walk
so we
away.
will walk away for now.
Your heart, you find, is pounding. You turn and leave the mountaintop.
So let's go north and see if the village is dead.
You climb down the winding steps away from the foot of the bridge and its strange keeper. The stairs grow firmer and better carved as you descend. You want to go down to Scree or towards the village, or I guess whatever the...
Yeah, towards the village. It better not be alive. I'll be upset. Oh, it keeps fading in and out. That's weird.
Yeah, I have to pick it. You follow the path down towards the stony plateau. The sun has all but gone. Soon it will be dark. On and on you go, pausing every now and then to scout out the land ahead. Then suddenly you stop. Suddenly, something is moving over the next rise, approaching very fast.
Hide.
You drop down behind a nearby outcrop to watch as the shape approaches. It's a small, two-legged creature about half your size, but it appears to be approaching at a remarkable rate.
Huh. Last time we ran into a weird two-legged creature that stole shit from us. Small two-legged... It doesn't say anything else about it.
Nope.
Keep hiding, maybe? It's nighttime, right?
Yep.
What the fuck is that?
That sure is a creature. You stay low and out of sight, allowing the creature to approach. As it gets close, you see it as a small gnome-like creature with dark skin and ugly features. Its little legs move at an incredible rate, and it helps itself along with a walking stick.
Look at the creature.
Looking at the creature, it's hard to imagine anything could be so ugly. Its features are scrunched up as if drawn on paper that has since been burned. Its hair is matted and filled with bones, some used as ties, and the others the remains from creatures who have crawled in and died. Silently you wonder to yourself if the creature is a friend or foe. "Do it whichever way you like," shouts the creature in a squeaky voice, coming up right on your hiding place.
A telepath?
Indeed I am,
continues the creature, replying to a thought you did not even have time to formulate. The gnome smiles.
You think very loud, like shouting in a thunderstorm.
The remark doesn't make much sense.
I don't know you.
So what?
The gnome replies, astonished.
Make your mind up.
I'll be your friend.
You suggest.
Very good,
The creature replies, then narrows its eyes.
now prove it.
Give it
It
a
holds
coin.
out a grubby hand, expecting some kind of gift.
Give it a coin.
You take out a gold piece and hand it to the creature, who throws it immediately to one side.
Rubbishy metal, it scoffs. If I want a medal, don't you think I can find my own?
You pick the coin back up once more.
Give it food.
You pull out a hunk of bread and cheese and hand it to the gnome. The gnome yawns, showing rotten, blackened teeth, but takes the offer.
Food is so dull, it complains, but it'll do.
As the creature speaks, its voice begins to shift and change from the gruff croaking of the gnome to the softer tones of a middle-aged woman. "I'll do you the favor of being honest about myself in return," the creature says, and before your eyes, the gnome transforms into a tall woman dressed in long purple robes.
Who are you?
"I am Dintainta of the Steppes. Others call me the Sham." She bows to you.
I was told to find you.
What was that clue again? The Sham is really named Dintainta of the Slopes. She usually travels disguised as a gnome.
But why were we told to find her? I forget.
Seek the one... For sleeping of the sleepless ram, seek the one they call the Sham. You exclaim, remembering the riddle told to you by Lord Shinva in his second dying breath in the crypt in Kare.
I was told you could help me. I am to ask you about the sleepless ram.
She nods. Then we are well met. Who are you?
It's an interesting bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I seek the crown of kings.
You tell her boldly. Many have sought the crown, she replies darkly, but all who found it unleashed nothing but evil upon the world. These very wastes through which we walk are the crown's handiwork.
I wish to restore the crown to Analander.
Dintainta frowns. Analander is weak enough to lose the crown once, she replies. Can it afford to lose it again?
What should I do?
You ask.
The Archmage cannot be allowed to rule.
Perhaps this world has seen enough of the crown, she says, or perhaps it simply needs a calmer head to wear it. And she stares at you, eyes sparkling, laughing, goading, seeing into the future. You cannot tell.
I want answers to all of these. What kind of sorceress are you?
You ask. A busy one, she snaps. Why do you waste my time with stupid questions?
Tell me of the sleepless ram.
You request.
The Sleepless Ram is in Mampang Fortress, a guardian of the Archmage.
It is a statue of solid stone, and your skill be no match for its powers, but it has a simple weakness.
Some kind of vulnerability?
A soft
underbelly, perhaps, or a single easily blinded eye? Dintainta laughs. The secret is much more simple. So simple a child could use it. The sleepless ram can be sung to sleep.
I heard tell of tunnels in the mountains here.
You say.
Do you know of them?
She shakes her head. There were, once long ago, but I think the last caved in 1,000 years before now. There is no way across the mountains now that the bridge is gone. She turns to leave and begins to weave her spell around herself once more.
Thank her.
You nod in thanks. Dintainta becomes an ugly creature once more, and a moment later has whisked herself away across the plains and is gone. You continue on your way.
Damn, so I guess those tunnels don't exist. That makes this a huge pain in the ass.
In Tukis.
Well then.
Well, we'll figure out what the next to do, Mal, next time on Character Select.
Next time on Character Select Z.
Next time on Character Select Z. Will Mal solve the riddle of getting past this stupid bridge?
Nope.
Maybe not.
But thank you everyone for watching. Hope you had fun. We'll see you on the next one. And Mal,
Bye.
you're gonna have to give up that mirror, aren't you?